You are gifted, you are smart, you are talented. These are the words that I heard in my early childhood. It felt really nice to hear all of these wonderful compliments from parents, teachers, and relatives. I was a fast learner. From preschool to early elementary, I got good grades easily. Since then, I have been trying my hardest to maintain these high grades. But eventually, it became a standard that I had to maintain. I moved to other skills and hobbies. I would do good at first, but this is what people would call beginner's luck. I would practice my hardest, but then I would notice I wasn't improving anymore. Soon enough, I would lose interest in that hobby and move on to a new one. High schoolers who are in a similar situation as me can probably relate to this statement. I had this desire to be a prodigy, so I participated in clubs, extracurriculars, and competitions. I wasn't as smart as Einstein or Sheldon Cooper. I wasn't as musically talented as Beyonce or Ariana Grande. I wasn't the next Barack Obama or Martin Luther King, although a kid can only dream. I was a wannabe, try-hard prodigy. I would make these goals for myself. I will get a 95 as my grade. I will win this competition. I will get this position. I will get this scholarship. And I will work this hard to achieve it. But what if I told you that working towards your goals will create more harm than you think? You may not realize it, but you are actually participating in workaholic culture. So I have created what I'd like to call the 7 stages of burnout, which are a spin-off of the 7 stages of grief by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. The 7 stages of burnout are what a workaholic may go through. The first stage is ambition. This is when a great idea comes to life. This is a new beginning. This could be a new project, a business opportunity, or a new goal. There is this desire to succeed. You start brainstorming all of these great ideas to bring your vision into fruition. There's this excitement that you can only see in the eyes of a preschooler on their first day of school. Little did you know, this was the beginning of the end. The second stage, plan. There's a burst of motivation and productivity. You brought out your planners and calendars. You did as much research as possible. So much, in fact, that your browser history looks like a citations page for an essay. You made a whole to-do list and a Notion page of what you would need to do in order to achieve the end goal. You gather all of the necessary people and resources to put your plan into action. Once everything is ready, you press play. This is the launch point of your project. You start with so much energy and motivation. There's a vision of the future in your mind. You start manifesting your hopes and dreams. While you are doing this, you hear these statements. You are so gifted, you are so smart, you are so talented. You don't want to disappoint those around you, so you work endlessly, night after night. Even when you aren't working on it, you still think about it. Fantasize about the next step to bring this to the next level. But your mind and body can only take so much. Throwing yourself onto the couch, you don't feel fulfilled anymore. You feel like you aren't getting the fruits of your labor. Nothing is coming out of this project of yours. You start thinking to yourself, I wasted all of this time. But you aren't sure if you wasted your time by working on the project or if you're wasting time by procrastinating. The feeling of loss is settling in. You then get up and realize, I have to continue. I invested way too much time, energy, and money into this. So you continue without any motivation, power, or strength. Working day and night, feeling drained. But you keep on going. You try to remember the words that they told you. You are gifted, you are smart, you are talented. You can't just stop now. People's expectations are at stake. Just get it done, then move on, right? I did it! I finally did it! You say as you let out a breath of air that you feel like you've been holding in for an eternity. But you finally feel fulfilled. You start hearing these words again. You are so gifted, you are so smart, you are so talented. There is this rush again. The same feeling that you had when you first started this entire thing. This feeling is addicting. It's like a sugar rush that you get once you've had a pack of candy. But after you had that pack of candy, there is this stomach ache that keeps bothering you. But even if your stomach is hurting, you still crave that sweet sensation of candy and the rush that comes with it. The rush stays for a split second, then you go back to feeling numb, drained, and lost. You continue working, but you have nothing to work towards. You no longer enjoy what you're doing. You used to have the motivation of the end goal, but now there's no end goal to keep you motivated. You just have to maintain the standard that you've created for yourself. The last stage is burnout. It is the state of emotional and physical exhaustion caused by prolonged stress and frustration. The cycle repeats again and again every time you find something new to hyperfixate on. We turn in a hamster wheel, mindlessly continuing our routines. Something even harder than figuring out how to start the project is how to end it. But what if I told you there was a secret 8th stage that most people skip? The hidden 8th stage is pause. Just because it is a hidden stage doesn't make it an optional one either. We keep on working and working with no sense of purpose anymore. We forgot the original goal but just kept on continuing the toxic routines. Many of us forget to relax and take some time off. Scott Barry Kaufman did a study and it shows that 72% of people get their best ideas in the shower. This study is to show the importance of relaxation for creative thinking. So, maybe when you are watching a movie, reading a book, or when you are about to go to sleep, you will get your next big idea. I hope this will make you less guilty the next time you have to take a break. There is a fine line between relaxing and procrastinating. And it has more to do with what is going on inside your head than what you are physically doing. The difference between the two is in procrastinating, you have the lingering thought of work in your head and how you need to get back to it. But with relaxation, your only thought is what you are doing at that present moment. This might make it sound like hard work and responsibility are bad things. I promise you it's not. Working towards your dreams is a beautiful thing. But when your routine becomes toxic, your dreams become a nightmare. We should stop focusing on the end product and begin to enjoy the process of creating it. It becomes a terrible cycle when time goes by too fast for you to catch up and you realize that you spent it on something superficial and shallow. Most people have tied their self-worth with their achievements, and believe me, I have been there. I have gone through all of these stages numerous times myself. But instead, try to use your time towards the people around you, your loved ones, your friends, your family, and the most important person of all, you. Your time and mental health should be the utmost priority. So, whether you are in any of the 7 stages, whether that be ambition, plan, play, slump, resume, achievement, or burnout, make sure to take a step back and pause when you are tired and burnt out.